Black History Month on 12 News, sponsored by BISD.
Today, we are walking back in time to recognize Black history in our own backyard. The Dixie Freedom Colony, which was one of the first settlements of freed former slaves in Jasper, is getting recognition for a researcher, Fred McCray, who applied for the Texas Historical Commission. And tonight at 7 o'clock, he is sharing his journey of research for the Dixie Freedom community at the Silsbee Ice House Museum, which is such a neat story that I got a chance to put together. Down the Winding Roads of Jasper is a historical marker off FM 2799. It tells the story of a community of freed slaves called the Dixie Freedom Colony.
I found out about freedom colonies, and I decided, hey, look, this has got to be a freedom colony. There was a plantation just down the road.
Fred McCray grew up hearing about the colony from his family and friends, but decided that the story should live on and be preserved.
So that's when I started my research on trying to put together an historical marker for this particular community, the Dixie Freedom Colony.
He started the application process in 2017, which meant hours of heavy research, along with visits to areas of the colony like historically Black schools, where educators made all the difference.
This was my elementary school, Beach Grove G.W. Carver Elementary School. Miss Eva Armstrong, second grade teacher.
The families who helped shape this community leave behind their stories carved onto the tombstones of the oldest Black cemetery in Jasper County. What are some of the families that are buried here?
Oh, Hadnots, McCrays.
This area was founded by formerly enslaved people here in Jasper, and they were referred to as the Dixie Freedom Colony that had direct descendants of the McCray family, with pictures on display for all of Southeast Texas to enjoy here at the Ice House Museum. For McCray, the pursuit of a historical marker is personal. McCray's great-great-grandfather was a former slave and part of that historic colony.
Way back in slavery time.
In 1940, he shared the first-hand account of when the Yankees marched through Jasper after the war was over.
Every day back in town, you see the Yankees all going back home.
Cementing why this historical marker, which was finally erected in 2020, holds so much weight for direct descendants of the Dixie Freedom Colony.
Why don't we tell that entire story from slavery to freedom?
And that was just a small snippet of the in-depth information and pictures that Mr. McCray has to share. So if you have a love for getting to know your history, head on over to the Silsbee Ice House. Again, it's a free event tonight that starts at 7.